Have you ever been playing a game, having a really good time, and then BAM! Something happens that just takes you right out of it? Well, today's video is about that. Hello everyone, and welcome to Eli the Gamer's 3 biggest gaming pet peeves. These are 3 things that if they're in the game, I think it makes them a lot worse, and it's going to constantly bother me. While you're watching this video, please make sure to leave a comment below what is your biggest gaming pet peeve, and then let's jump right into my number 3. Coming in at number 3, we have long freaking intros. I hate it when I get a new game and I'm really excited to play it, and then there's a really, really long opening cutscene and also maybe forced tutorials. It's funny because I've been a gamer my whole life, and when I was younger, I think games kind of had the opposite problem. Like I played some games where it was like you just get dropped into this world and then you got to figure it out, and I really enjoyed that. There are a lot of good games where you just hit the ground running and it's a lot of fun. Even game series that I like Harvest Moon 64, bam. They ask you if you want a tutorial and then they move on. Lots of other games these days, though, they have really, really long intros, and it just kills all the hype that I have for the game if I have to sit through something that's really, really long right from the beginning. Another bad thing about this is that if you want to go back and replay the game, you're going to have to watch the same scenes and go through the same tutorials every single time. And so for someone like me who likes to replay games, I cannot stand it when they force you to watch scenes and do tutorials. Number 2 is I hate long load times while I'm playing the game. So why do I qualify it like that? It's because I actually don't mind if there's a long setup time. I don't know if you guys have played Civ 6, but if you play Civ 6, like you're going to wait a good minute or two before the game starts, but then after that, there's no load times. I'm perfectly fine with that. And, most games, when you pop them in and you start playing them, they're going to have some, load screens while you wait to start the game. I'm fine with that. What I am not fine with is games that have too many load screens while you're trying to play it. I love JRPGs and farming sims, but this is a big problem in a lot of them. You want to go into a villager's home? Bam, you gotta wait. You want to go into this new part of the map? Bam, you gotta wait. It really just kills it for me. Even if they try to make it more fun by having like a picture there or something like that, or like tips, nah, like redesign the game to lower the load screens. For me, it's really atrocious when there's load screens when you want to go into somebody's home, because then I'm like, okay, I never want to go in these buildings because I don't want to have to wait, for their home to load and then for me to leave and then for it to have another load screen. Is it really worth, 2 lines of dialogue to have to sit through 2 load screens? I don't think so. But my absolute biggest gaming pet peeve is when game series change genres. This is definitely by far the thing that makes me so angry is maybe there's a game series, you really, really like it, and you're waiting for the next one, but then bam, the developers of the game decide to change the game into something completely different. When I was a kid, my favorite series was Final Fantasy. Even now, I still love Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X-2. However, I think that the Final Fantasy series, it's not Final Fantasy to me anymore. From 11 onwards, to me, that the way that they changed from turn-based to action-based, it is completely, changed it to a different series. And I think that's kind of unfair to turn-based JRPG fans like myself. Another series that's very guilty of this is the Warcraft series. Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, they all sold millions of copies and were really highly successful. Then they had a spin-off game called World of Warcraft, and it just completely overshadowed the series, and they never released Warcraft 4. If I could go back in time and tell my old self that they were never going to release a Warcraft 4, he would not have believed me, because Warcraft 3 was so successful and so big, and the fact that they never, ever released a sequel to it, it's absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, no offense to anybody who likes World of Warcraft and anybody who likes Final Fantasy XI onwards. I'm just saying that it's not the same series. For me personally, the way that these two developers could have avoided this problem is for the Final Fantasy series, they should have called 11 and 14, they should have called them Final Fantasy Online 1 and 2. I really do not know why they didn't do that. In addition, they should still continue making games that were in the original genre. I want to see Warcraft 4, and I want to see high-quality graphic, new Final Fantasy games that are turn-based. So yeah, those are my biggest gaming pet peeves. Make sure you leave me that comment saying what your biggest gaming pet peeve is, and I'll see you guys next time.